In this video, Captain Bloxer, a principal designer at Roblox, is going to teach you how to make skyboxes and cover some common gotchas. For more information on how to make skyboxes, as well as links to all the tools used, including a contribution from the community, be sure to check out the resources in the description.
Okay, so to get started, maybe we define what a skybox even is. And when we say skybox, what we're talking about is the far distant horizon here. So in this case, we have kind of this blue sky with the clouds. And this is a default sky that comes with a default template from Roblox Studio. And so as you go about building your terrain and your objects and placing things, the sky really can have an impact on the overall mood and feel of the scene. So as a demo, if we take this one out and put in a custom skybox, you can see how the overall feel changes dramatically. And in this case, we have something that has a lot of kind of far distance, the hint of a depth and dimension here. But you can do all kinds of different things to help set the mood. So maybe we want something that's more kind of dark and moody, right? Or maybe we want something kind of bright and, kind of islands in the distance and, high altitude feel, right? So there's, you can do a lot with the skybox here. So that's kind of the point of this tutorial is like how to make these, how to edit them, and yeah, and a few gotchas, right? So in this case, what makes a good skybox? It's really something that is kind of in the far distance, right? So in this case, we have a scene here with a foreground, a nice middle ground, and a background element. But it's really that far distant thing. So you kind of want to have a skybox that aligns with that overall scale, so and things that are kind of far out there. So an example of something you probably don't want to do is something like this where you have a forest scene and it's a seamless environment, so that's cool. But we have objects in the scene that are really close to the camera when this skybox was created, right? So there's a mismatch between the distance and the scale here. So this is probably an example of something that you wouldn't want to use for a skybox. And so a skybox image is really, it's called an equi-rectangular image. So it's a 2:1 aspect ratio, and it creates a 360-degree environment. So this is horizon to horizon, and you'll see the tops are kind of pinched and warped here on the tops and bottoms of the images. And this allows it to become a seamless 360-degree image when you view it in the environment. And so this is a handy little previewer for skybox images. You can drag it in here and it'll load it up so you can actually look at all the directions. You can see how that 2:1 image is being stretched and wrapped around essentially like a sphere, right? So it makes this seamless image. So a few resources that can help find 360-degree skyboxes are places like HDRI Haven or Polyhaven. They generally have sections for HDRI. And these are usually categories in different types of environments. So if we click on skies, for example, we can kind of scroll through and see some of the kinds of images if you wanted like a bright day, or maybe you're wanting sort of a sunrise look, you can find these images. And then I generally download for skyboxes in Studio as a tone map JPEG, and you'll get this image that you can download. And then this is that 2:1 equi-rectangular image that we can use to process into Studio. Another interesting tool that you might want to look into is this Blockade Labs Skybox AI tool. And this is where you can kind of type in a prompt and build your own skybox from scratch. Just type in a prompt and choose a style. And here's the image that we get. So then we can go ahead and download it. Okay, so now that we have our equi-rectangular image that we want to use as a skybox, how do we get it into Studio? And what we need to do is convert this 2:1 single image into 6 individual cube map faces. And a handy tool I ran across for doing this is this panorama to cube map on GitHub by Lucas Crane and designed by MF. And the idea is you just drag in your 360-degree image and it converts it into single faces. And you can kind of choose the interpolation type that you want in the format. And once it's done, you just need to click on these individual faces. So once the images are processed and you've downloaded them, the next step is to rename these into their corresponding Roblox Studio names for back, down, front, left, right, and up. And so you can do this manually, or you can run a little action to rename those for us. 2 of these need to be processed, rotated basically. So down needs to be rotated 90 degrees counterclockwise, and up needs to be rotated 90 degrees clockwise. So we've converted from an equirectangular into these individual cube faces. So now if we jump into Roblox Studio and we take a look at the lighting folder in the sky object, we're basically going to replace these asset IDs for the back, down, front, left with the cube maps that we just created. So if we jump over to the View tab in the Asset Manager, we're going to want to upload some images. Okay, so we've just pulled in the 6 cube map images that we created, and now it's just a matter of copying the asset ID and then plugging them into the correct spots. So I'll speed this up to save you some time. Okay, so now that we've dropped in all of the images, you can see how they create a seamless 360-degree environment, which is exactly what we wanted. So to summarize, we learned what a Skybox is and how it can help elevate the quality of a Roblox environment. We looked at some resources for finding and creating Skyboxes, and we walked through some tips on how to process the images and integrate them into Roblox Studio. I hope this has been helpful, and yeah, have fun bringing your ideas to life on Roblox.